Okay. Now here he is. Come over here, Rhett. Oh man. So Jeff,
Traffic's bad.
The traffic's bad. Your personal assistant makes it before you. He said he was going to pick you up, and Rhett.
Yeah, but I didn't want him to have to come out there and pick me up when I could just meet him. Yeah. I got to drive to the show after this anyways.
What kind of pickup truck do you have?
It's just a Chevy Z71.
Okay.
It's nice.
You valeted your pickup truck.
It's got 33s on it. I love it. It's
Look
fun.
at this.
But here's the thing. I didn't realize, like, the people working for March Madness were staying there. Mm-hmm. So I just come down the stairs, just happy-go-lucky, and there's a line. And I was like, oh, boy.
Of tall people?
Very tall people. I looked up at them and I said, is there any way that I can skip?
And? Were they nice?
No. They got stuff to go to. They were
Take
all
a
nice.
number, sir.
But they were like, no.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Rhett Walker with us this morning, his radio. He's in concert tonight, by the way, with Tasha Layton, Anderson Civic Center. You'll see all the info on the family calendar at hisradio.com. Dude, the bus.
oh, my gosh.
Good night.
happened?
Yeah, what's the story? Because I saw the Instagram post.
Well, Jeff is leaving.
You don't have to leave. Was he driving? Were you driving the bus?
He was going to sing for me. So, yeah, this was crazy. So we just heard it was going to be snow. And I was like, all right, Pennsylvania, they can handle snow. Like, it's not like it's shutting Atlanta down, you know. I was like, they can handle snow. So we go up there, and we're driving what takes forever because we have to pull off the side of the road and wait it out to get up there because the wind's so bad. So we get all the way up there, and all of a sudden I hear our bus driver just go, oh, no, hold on. And we just started sliding. So we were coming over a hill. There was a wreck where people had hit ice. And when we come over the hill, especially with the weight in the trailer, there's no stopping. And so we hit about 4 or 5 cars. But in the middle of that, there was a person that they had to get the jaws of life to get out of there.
Oh, no.
The worst was a broken arm. That was it.
Real out of all that?
It was a 73 car pile up.
Dude.
And
73 cars.
yeah, we were there forever, and me and Tasha and Leanna and Peabody all got out, and like I kind of dadded everybody. I was like, listen, I don't know what we're going to see, like what we're going to walk up on, so, you know, be on you. But we got up and went and kind of prayed with people and talked with people, and everybody was fine.
That's good.
Look at that.
God went before us for real.
Right?
And yeah.
I mean, you see some cars in the pictures that he posted. They're crunched up, man.
When we drove
Amazing.
by, I was like, there's no way. It was just a broke arm. And everybody stayed in high spirits. It was really, really crazy.
That's good.
I did tell my wife, I said, I'm going to quit writing songs like All Joy, No Stress because I'm tired of living.
Right? Yeah.
I'm just going to write the It's Easy Peasy. You know, that's what
Right? Yeah. It's amazing the things that Rhett Walker does. I mean, even commercial endorsements. I mean, how'd you land this commercial endorsement that you're doing right now?
Which one?
How many do you
I
have?
gotta
I'm
go
scared
look.
now.
How many do you have?
A lot.
A
Got
lot?
yeah.
Okay, well, this is the one in particular that comes out and stands out for me.
Are you tired of having to run to a bunch of different locations to get fuel, bacon grease, and a crawdad washer? Well, Georgia, wish no more.
Oh, we
talking Buc-ee's, baby.
Buc-ee's.
All my favorite things can be found at Buc-ee's.
I have not been to a Buc-ee's yet.
You will rededicate your life when you get there.
Will you?
Why is this such a big thing?
y'all
There's
been?
QT and those other
so
ones.
QT's great. There is some good gas stations. I don't know why I love gas stations so much, but my dad always stopped. Like every morning on the way to school, we'd get a Kit Kat and a Coke for breakfast.
That's
And
a good breakfast from a
breakfast right
daddy.
there.
or a cosmic brownie. But man, you go to Buc-ee's, look, like they got towels, they got dish towels, they got all the things like Christian moms love that say stuff like
Live, laugh, love.
You know, live, laugh, love, be blessed. You know, beef jerky bar. They got a beef jerky bar.
Wait, really?
Yeah. All
There's a
kinds of beef
variety
jerky.
of beef jerky?
This place is about the size of Walmart. And their bathrooms are always clean. They got about like 30 stalls. Door goes ceiling to floor.
That's a good point.
Yep. So, and then on your way to the bathroom, they sell paintings. So you want to use the bathroom,
And then go think
but you want
about
to be
it.
surrounded by beautiful art. It's like an art gallery
In the restroom?
in the restroom.
But what is a crawdad washer? What is that? What?
Wait a minute. For
Whenever you grab crawdads, you throw them in the bucket and rinse them off.
Okay.
They have one with like little hoses, so you just plug it up and it kind of washes.
Buc-ee's? For real?
Yeah, you can also buy a like 2-pound container of bacon grease.
This is amazing. Seriously, he does not get paid by Buc-ee's to do any of
they
this
don't.
stuff.
They
He's
don't.
just a super fan.
I'm just
amazing.
Bacon grease. Wow.
We it's funny because I do feel like they stole it from us because when I used to work on the cat farm, I was like, man, if there was a one-stop gas station and they made it. Yeah, like I had this idea before they came up with it.
When he worked on a cat, I mean, seriously, listen.
I used to work on a cat farm.
So he worked on a cat farm thinking about Buc-ee's.
Yeah. It's my whole life.
They owe you some money.
Somebody owes me
Or some
money.
bacon
grease.
Or some bacon grease. I'll take it.
Okay.
Well, as you can tell, Rhett Walker is fun.
Yeah.
But you also love your family. And I love the fact that they travel with you a lot.
Yeah.
That's so
It's
cool.
fun. Yeah, it's getting harder now that I have 2 teens and 2 under 10. Our teens have their kind of life and they're running. But we've homeschooled like our entire, life. My wife actually homeschooled me when my senior year of high school. But she's homeschooled the kiddos, and it's so we can just pick up and go, So if there's a show, they always pick the fun shows.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Like they don't want to go out to the middle of nowhere, but like we went and played Rock the Universe in Florida at Universal Studios.
Dude.
I had so many kids and teens in that bus. There was kids like laying in the back lounge. Everybody's
They
like,
brought all their friends.
they're like, we've always wanted to go to a Rhett Walker show. I'm like, no, you want to go ride rides is what you want. And I don't blame you. So, but they'll be with me tonight in Anderson. So I'm
Oh,
looking
that's
forward to it.
good. I love this.
Ever get dicey with the teenagers in the bus?
Oh,
you
God.
know.
Yeah, they're loud too.
Drama.
Yeah. Oh, drama? I'm not allowed to say the word dramatic.
Oh, you're
I
not.
learned that the hard way. I said it one time, and I thought like April and my 17-year-old daughter Riley was going to kill me.
Oh no.
So, because one time my daughter, she'll come home from Sonic, hanging with her friends, and be like, "Oh my, you wouldn't believe who showed up at Sonic." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she was like, and they pulled up in their loud truck. And guess what they did after that? They stepped out, and then they inhaled, and then they exhaled. And I'm like,
play-by-play.
Yeah, I'm like, get to the point, Spielberg. Like, do I need to call the law? Are we good? Are we safe?
I'm just telling you, Daddy.
Yeah, and my wife, she loves it. She'll jump right in. And I'm like, one time I said, this sounds dramatic. And I learned quickly.
No.
That word is
I
X'd from the
excused
family.
myself and went downstairs.
Listen, I hear you're a dancer.
Oh, gosh.
We have to
For
see the
real.
moves.
I don't know who told you that.
Well, I mean, when I see that you're decked out in a Spider-Man outfit
Oh, my.
and you're
With a
dancing in
cowboy
and
hat.
a cowboy hat on, I mean, first I had no idea you had Spider-Man skills.
Well,
But then to have the moves.
yeah, I am actually Spider-Man. That's
And are
me.
those chacos you're
Those
wearing?
are. Yeah.
Oh, my
that's
goodness.
That's Summer Spidey. He's ready to go hang out at
Yeah.
the pool. Got the
So-
towel.
Got the cowboy hat, or is that like the sun hat outside
That's
for
my
the pool?
sun hat on that one.
That's amazing.
Trying
What
to
was
learn the moves
the
there.
inspiration of this whole thing? Well, I mean, why?
Because TikTok exists. Like,
Tik-
that's it.
Just because it's there.
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly it.
Because TikTok exists.
I would say people wanted to see this
Yeah.
and should see this.
I don't know. I mean, we do have a TikTok dance now for All Joy No Stress. There is a TikTok
For
dance.
real.
Okay, you're going to have to break
How
it
does
out
it
for
even
us.
go?
My daughter came up with it,
Uh-huh.
and it took me forever to get it. I mean, it's like a 10-second thing, but my wife was like, "Why do you look like that when you do the dance?" She was like, "Free yourself up some. You look so stiff."
Are you doing the overbite thing?
No, I'm
Okay,
not.
okay.
No, I ain't doing that. I just look like I'm thinking about the dance, but
If you
TikTok.
if you can't tell, Rhett Walker is from the South.
You know,
You can't tell.
I thought it was Wisconsin.
Like North Augusta area, right?
yeah, originally from Shelby.
Okay.
And then my dad's pastor, and so we moved out to the Augusta area.
What was it like growing up on a farm?
I didn't grow up on a farm.
You didn't.
No. Well, I mean, I kind of did, but
You did.
I grew up on, it wasn't a farm as in we didn't have horses, but we had land, and our land actually backed up to a horse farm.
I have you saying you worked on a farm.
That was my first job.
On a farm?
But it wasn't my farm.
It wasn't.
No, and I hated every minute of it.
I
but
could
it was
imagine.
the best thing that has ever happened. I tried to quit every day.
This is Rhett Walker talking about working on a farm.
Yeah.
I used to work on a cat farm.
On a cat farm. So that was a cat farm? That was
You
your
do
first
that.
job? That was
No, that was just my ministry. So,
Cat herding
yeah, cat herding.
is your ministry.
Cat herding?
Yeah, so here's the deal. Cats get loose quickly. You know, they're little tigers. And so it was my job to herd them. And so I would herd up. We had a cat farm about 20,000 cats deep. And I fed each one, I bottle fed each one every night.
That's so nice.
I'm like,
And I prayed for
do
'em.
I believe this? Did you
And
tuck them in?
I did. And like Chick-fil-A, I would say, my pleasure.
For real.
Yeah.
You milk them?
Yeah, and I would say I would yeah, and they would all sleep in my bed. 20,000.
Yeah. That's what it's like. Because
My
Rhett
allergies
Walker,
were always bad.
as you can hear,
I used to work on a cat farm.
worked on a cat farm.
Y'all are killing me.
That's quite amazing. Here's the thing about Rhett Walker that I don't think you have any idea of.
I'm always so scared.
Why?
Because
We know you.
You catch me off guard each time.
Yeah, you're a chef.
Oh gosh, what am I a chef
No,
for?
you know.
I mean, you keep saying stuff like that, and then I don't know till
And you don't
till
know.
I see it on the
I
TV.
mean, when you make a really amazing Dorito dish,
oh,
it
yeah.
just blows us away. I mean, how do you do a Dorito dish?
So, first of all, you got to use paper plates. And that was one thing during COVID where we got paper plates, plastic, cutlery, because I'm cool like that. I say cutlery.
Cutlery.
You know? That lets everybody know.
fancy.
That lets everybody know, I know what
You've
I'm
been to
doing.
etiquette
I know
school.
what I'm doing. But we ran out of the shells, like the Dorito shells, because I have a 14-year-old son, so they were just gone. So I grabbed that bag, and look, I just put some meat on it. Then you put some cilantro, then some queso, then some pico. I mean, you want a fancy date night? There you go.
Use
Crush a
your
bag of
plastic-
Doritos.
Plastic cutlery to spread the cheese
Yep.
around.
And you know what? You drop a fork, it don't matter. There's more in the box. They come with 700.
Not a problem.
700.
They got 700 in the box. It won't make for a great date night about 3 hours afterwards. So
Well, no, that's a given.
I get that.
Then your
I mean,
tummy's
there's-
upset.
A little
there's-
rumbly in the tumbler.
There's
rumbly in the tumbler.
smells. I get that
Yeah.
because it happens. It
But
does.
I mean, I'm for this date night, making your own little tacos, and then mine and my wife's first date was frog gigging. So
Wait, what?
our first date, I took her out frog gigging,
And y'all been together 18 years?
and she's never been back.
I have a feeling some people don't even know what you just said and what it means.
That's where you go out in the middle of the night, shine a flashlight, see the frog, stab the frog, take the frog home, eat its legs.
Wow. Okay.
We do.
His email is rhettwalker@whatrocker.com.
Well, that's why I was
you
like,
just scared the kids.
I was like, yeah, I don't know.
You told me to say what it was, Dempsey.
And somebody listening just went, honey, we got a day night for you. Rhett Walker and frog
There's a
gigging.
husband out there that was like, babe, I've been frog gigging.
Did that all life.
Doing that this weekend.
Frozen pizza. Evidently, you are really into it.
Totino's party pizzas, and those are my favorite. And then Tombstone, number one.
So yeah, okay. So you have a top five. So I want to quiz
Yep.
you on your top five.
I probably
I don't
can't
know if
remember.
it's changed. So let's start with number five. What do you think your number five is on your list?
Maybe Costco pizza.
It is.
Wow.
Okay,
That was
okay.
number
So it
five.
hasn't moved
okay.
up the list. Okay,
No.
good to
Rhett
know.
It is a
Walker's
great pizza though.
Okay.
Frozen
Number one
pizza countdown. The top five. Let's go to number four.
Man, I don't know what I said for number 4.
It's a different state.
It's a different state.
Yeah, I thought that was a good hint.
know, I
Evidently,
was
that's
like,
not
what?
a good hint. California.
Oh, California Pizza Kitchen. Yeah,
Yeah.
Their Sicilian's really good.
That needs to go to number 1.
Oh,
Rhett.
come on. Come on. It's not number 1. It is a number 4.
whatever.
It's solid. It took me forever to learn what that word was.
Sicilian.
Yeah. Can I get that Sicilian?
Sicilian?
That Sicilian?
I love that Sicilian.
The what, sir?
You know, the
Good
one with
pizza.
the really big pepperonis.
Please don't go to
Sicilian.
Italy and ask
It's a
for that.
crispy, thin crust.
They
You know
just
what I'm
kicked me
talking
out of
about right
Italy.
there. Here's your sign. Okay, so what's number 3?
Gosh, that one's hard. I don't know. I
It's
don't
just
know
that
what
middle
Red
of the
Baron.
road.
Red
Red-
Baron.
Yeah.
Okay. I do have, like, I got to say, the Red Baron deep dish.
It's different.
Because it is different than the just normal big Red Baron. The deep dish, I'll never forget in high school burning the roof of my mouth on that thing. It was worth it, though. It was worth it. Number 2 would have to be Totino's Party Pizza.
Why?
It bounces back. It and Tombstone bounces back and forth.
Really?
Between 2 and 1.
Is it your mood?
I don't know. It's just like, maybe the mood. But you take that party pizza and put it with some Cholula and ranch, hands down.
Game over.
Game over.
My family does that ranch thing with pizza. I don't get it.
The ranch thing with pizza? Who doesn't eat ranch with pizza?
You dip your pizza in ranch.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't?
I don't.
No.
Not really.
My kids do. My wife does. I've never done that.
All right.
oh
His
my
radio morning crew team, like, raise your hand. Ranch with pizza?
Say it out loud.
No.
I have done it in the past.
Oh my gosh, he acts like it's a part of his testimony.
That is my pastor.
That is Jake.
Back when I was backsliding, I used to dip my pizza in ranch. And
Before I was saved.
before I was saved.
Oh, that is so great. All joy, no stress. What a song, man. This thing kicks.
Thank you. Man, honestly, me and my wife were talking. This came out of 2020. My grandpa used to say, "All gas, no brake," and that was like his saying, like, we're going. You can't stop us. You can't slow us down. All gas, no brake. And when we came out of 2020, I just felt like, man, I've got so much to make up for. So much time was taken. And I started doing the 18-year-old thing where I was like, I've only got my kids till they're 18. Like, where are they going to go? But I had that, and I was like, I've got so much time that was taken. And then me and my wife were talking. We're like, man, it's not all gas, no brake. Like, this time wasn't taken. And there was, like we were talking about earlier, there's so much more stuff that is going on in people's lives that you don't even think about. We get so selfish so quick. And I was like, I'm not going to run this life away. Like, I'm not just going to go and look back and it's all gone. I actually want to live all joy, no stress. And the sustainable kind of joy that's out there only comes from Jesus. And this world is looking for hope, and they're looking for peace, and they're looking for joy, and so many other things. And so I wrote this song hoping that it would be a reminder and point people back to it. Man, you want to live all joy, no stress? It's out there to live. But like I said, the sustainable kind only comes from God.
That's so good. I love that you love your family. So much so that I heard that you wrote a song about your kids or for your kids.
Yeah. So I wrote a few now. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so I wrote Like Your Father Does. And so I travel a lot. I've had to miss a lot of things. And, there's certain things that when you're in ministry, you just don't get to do. Like, I don't get to coach my kids' teams and all that. And so I was sitting talking with my buddy one day, and I was like, man, ministry starts at the house. Like, I love these people that are coming tonight to the show, but they ain't ever going to be as cool as my wife and my kids. And I don't want to go out and tell them, like, about Jesus and ain't even preaching that at my house. And so part of that is I'm not going to always be here to hear, your stories or to help you, but let me point you to the one who will. And so that song it's Ain't Nobody Gonna Love You Like Your Father Does, which I don't know if it's grammatically correct. My wife homeschooled me my senior year, so she didn't tell me that part. But when we played Universal Studios, my oldest daughter came out and sang the song with me.
Here's a little bit of it. Listen to this. Okay, Rhett Walker singing with his daughter. What was that like for you?
Barely made it through it.
I imagine, right?
Yeah. And, it's just this is a really sweet season for us. We are a teenage pregnancy story. Me and my wife, we've been together for 18 years. We got married when we were 17. So we will have been together longer than we were apart. My daughter's the age I was when I had her, when it was like, I don't know what's going to happen in this life. I don't know nothing about being a daddy, about being married, where babies having babies. But I get to travel around now and tell this story about the goodness of God. And our story has nothing to do with Rhett and April. This is just a story about the goodness of God. When it all hits the fan and you think, this is it. Like, how do I get out of this? Like, what's happening? He's always went before me and always just been good. Like even when it was scary, it didn't feel like it. And so we kind of get to celebrate that now. And God just keeps showing up. It's like
Always there.
My daughter getting to sing that with me. She's going to sing with me tonight in Anderson.
You're kidding? No way.
Yeah,
That's so good.
But she's not singing one of my songs. So we're singing a cover tonight, which is going to be cool. But
Surprise?
it's a surprise.
Okay.
Gotta
but-
be there to see it.
Yeah, but it's just a sweet season, and then we have 17 down to 3. So and he's in the 99th percentile of everything. He's like the size of a 5-year-old. I mean, my youngest is 9, my youngest daughter, and he's 3.
Your baby boy is tall.
He's a big old
He's
boy,
ready to go.
but still the mind of a 3-year-old. So he will run through drywall. Like that kid is just.
But that's always the baby. You know that, right?
And who knows? He might take over this family business.
I
I used
mean,
to work on a cat farm.